fun to try?
Bodyguard work, learning to protect an individual, working in groups, car convoys, keeping your clients safe, basic disarming tactics. There's a lot of safety stuff with weaponry. Only the licensed people were actually using the weapons. Unlicensed people were not allowed to have a turn. And Tame was always encouraging people to attain their firearms license if they hadn't, so that they could continue on their training. As far as I was concerned, it was just like a camp. We just went out there with like a family group, and we had food, and we talked about stories, and we did a drill. We did a couple of drills, whether it be running and up hills and stuff like that, a bit of physical work. But it was also always aimed at that employment opportunity over in Iraq and Africa for us to gain, $500 US a day. That's a pretty good whack for a Māori boy out in the bush.
What are you protecting, or who are you protecting?
Well, it's our lands, basically. We've had a battle for, a couple of 100 years over the land wars, and our rights still have not been acknowledged in peace. We've come at peace so many times.
You're talking about, the forestry people coming in and...
Yeah, exactly that. And then there's no governing body. The council won't come out there and try to help establish good things in the community there. They just kind of cut it off and left it to die.
So you're protecting your...
So we're protecting our people, basically. There may come a day where they're going to need some extra protection, and we'll be right there to stand beside them and protect them whenever that day may come.
With guns?
Yeah, if that may be what's needed, then yeah, we'll stand there. But we'll be standing there and fighting them in the political scene as well, through the courts. Eventually we'll be coming through there.
Were there targets? The police say there were targets, New Zealand targets. What were the targets?
No, there was no talk of attacking any parliamentary, police, army. There was nothing like that. No, there was no targets. It was made very clear that we were not a terrorist organisation. We were not there to wipe out anybody. We were there to just learn information, basically, and upskill our own individual selves, whether it be in the hunting arena for food out there in the bush where those tactics can come in. It was definitely not targeted at anybody in particular. It was just about upskilling the individuals within the community to make sure that there was a safety net, I would say.
Well, what kind of guns did they use?
Just many of standard 22s. That was about it. Nothing more powerful than that.
Molotov cocktails, military-style machine guns?
Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah.
Have you seen those?
No, I don't know what they're talking about. That's why I thought it was a big joke,
So were you trained to kill?
No. I've got quite a good conscience for that kind of thing, and if I felt they were trying to create terror in somebody else's life, individuals or groups, then I would have disassociated myself with the group.
Why should we believe you?
I'm not here to get them to believe me. I just want them to know our side and what we were actually doing. It's just blown out of proportion, and I just wanted to set it straight.
Can I ask, do you have any convictions?
Yep.
Would there be anything associated to what's been suggested?
No, definitely not. Just the fighting on the street, basically.
Are you a bit of a dreamer?
Quite possibly, we dream of that perfect day that we'll be recognised in law and have equal rights as Māori, and being the first nation or the first people here in this nation. I think that's got to be recognised.
A man who attended Tame Iti's training camps in the Ureweras until as recently as a fortnight ago, talking to Mihi Narangi Forbes.